Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bold and the Beautiful, Luna beaten to a pulp as baby plan surfaces? Bold and the Beautiful has a lot working against Luna Nozawa's ploy to become part of the Spencer family on the CBS soap this week. Her delusions of becoming Will Spencer's wife and raising their baby together look grim after a few visitors showed up in prison. Luna's visitors included the patriarch of the Spencer family, and he had a plan of his own, as he told the crazed mother-to-be. Bill Spencer, Don Diamont, made himself clear to the lunatic woman carrying his grandchild on Bold and the Beautiful this week. And he wasn't the only one. Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, also visited Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada. But she didn't shake the twisted pregnant woman to her core. All that Steffi accomplished this week on Bold and the Beautiful with her threats was mildly irritating her stepdaughter. Instead, it was Bill who did the most damage to the dreams Luna holds on to. Bill told her that he plans to use his deep pockets to keep her in prison for life. Luna knew her baby's grandfather meant what he said. He also told her that his plan included using the same connections that he used to get her pardoned for something totally different this time. Bill plans to use them to snatch the baby away from Luna and keep her away from her child for good. This was the threat that seemed to worry her. Luna now knows that Bill and Katie Logan, Heather Tom, plan to help Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, raise the baby. And she will never be included in the baby's life if it is up to them. So, the incarcerated mother-to-be ups the ante. Bill Spencer first visited Luna in prison when she was in for her crimes of murder. She was beaten to a pulp back then on Bold and the Beautiful. Luna used this to play on his sympathy, and it worked. Bill thought she could get killed in prison, prompting him to get her out and eventually get her pardoned. This week, the prisoner who gave Luna Nozawa that beating does it again. But we learn the first beating, just like the one she gets this week, is by Luna's request. She set it up and was a willing participant for every punch thrown her way. Luna is about to play Bill one more time as she tells her fellow inmate to punch her in the face. It looks like this sick pregnant woman hopes that once she turns up mangled in prison again, Bill will become concerned. But this time his worries would likely be for his unborn grandchild. This week, she requests another beating, which will likely have Bill, Heather, and Will concerned about her baby's safety. And that is probably what Luna Nozawa banks on this week on Bold and Beautiful. This week on B&B, Luna will likely look like a woman in danger after another prisoner lands a few punches on her face. The pregnant inmate made a special request of her fellow prisoner before she landed the first punch. She asked that she not touch her belly because of the baby. So it is likely a new dilemma emerges on Bold and the Beautiful. After taking one look at Luna, it will become obvious she is in danger in prison, which means the unborn Spencer baby is too, and the person most likely advocating for Bill to help her is Luna's own mother, who recently told her daughter that getting pregnant with Will's baby was well played. It looks like Luna is the apple who fell very close to the tree, as her mother, Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park, congratulates her for snagging a Spencer. So, with this baby being a Spencer heir, Poppy may try and ride into wealth on her daughter's coattails. It is likely Poppy is the first to see her daughter's injuries from the beating. If so, Luna probably sends her mother to Bill to advocate getting her released, only so her unborn baby is protected. That said, will Nozawa power become a tool of evil again as this mother and daughter see the dollar signs this baby comes with? While Luna professes her love for Will Spencer, a small fortune might make her forget all about the Spencer son, and Bill might try this route first. So, possibly down the line, Bill Spencer offers to pay the insane woman off, but getting Luna out of their lives won't be easy. Whether or not Luna's love for Will could be bought off, she's still up against Bill Spencer's plan of taking the baby away from her. No matter what transpires, Bill Spencer will likely get in Luna Nozawa's way for any plan she has once her baby is born. The walls of the LA County Women's Facility echoed with chaos on Tuesday's Bold and the Beautiful, but no one could have predicted the brutality that awaited Luna Nozawa. The once bright intern from Forrester Creations, whose soft heart and unshakable optimism once made her everyone's favorite, has now found herself in the middle of a nightmare that's as twisted as it is tragic. What began as a storyline about love, betrayal, and mistaken paternity has turned into a shocking tale of survival, power, and possibly a baby on the way. Luna's world has been turned upside down ever since her arrest, an arrest many fans still insist was set up. behind bars and betrayed by nearly everyone she thought she could trust. Luna's quiet tears have now been replaced with something darker: blood, bruises, and the haunting question of whether the fight she endured was truly random or part of something more sinister. A brutal beating behind bars. When the episode opened, the camera lingered on Luna's trembling hands. The once pristine nails that used to grace Forrester fabrics were chipped and bloodied. Her face, battered and swollen, told a story that words couldn't. She was attacked by fellow inmates, but the whispers in the cell block hinted that this wasn't just an ordinary brawl. It was payback, possibly orchestrated. Viewers watched in horror as Luna was cornered by two women who called her a spoiled Forrester princess. Though Luna cried out that she didn't belong there, her pleas fell on deaf ears. The attack was savage, raw, vicious, and almost too real for daytime television. As guards finally intervened, Luna lay motionless on the concrete, her world fading to black. Bill Spencer's rage ignites. Back in Los Angeles, Bill Spencer was livid. Having recently offered to use his influence to get Luna released, he was stonewalled by bureaucracy and legal red tape. When news of her attack reached him, the media mogul's temper reached nuclear levels. "This is unacceptable," he thundered, slamming his fist on his desk at Spencer Publications. "A young woman is being brutalized in a facility that's supposed to be secure. And for what? A crime she didn't commit?" His assistant tried to calm him, but Bill was already dialing phone numbers that made even the toughest legal players sweat. Fans could sense it. The ruthless protector side of Bill was back. But his motivation seemed deeper than justice. Some suspect that Bill's protective instinct toward Luna might be connected to something he's hiding, like the possibility that he knows more about her paternity than he's letting on Poppy's guilt and panic. Meanwhile, Poppy Nozawa was a wreck. Sitting in her dimly lit apartment, she stared at a photo of Luna as a child and whispered, "I should have told you everything." Her secret, whatever it is, has been eating her alive. While she tried to maintain her calm exterior when RJ and the Forresters asked about Luna's situation, her private moments told a different story. Poppy's breakdown wasn't just about her daughter being hurt. It was about the truth coming out. A truth that could blow apart multiple Forrester relationships and maybe even tie Luna to someone unexpected. There's speculation among fans that Poppy's guilt might not just be about Luna's imprisonment. Rumors swirl that Luna may be pregnant, possibly with RJ's child, or even with Zende's, depending on how the tangled DNA threads play out. The timing couldn't be more dramatic, and the storyline is ripe for the kind of emotional explosions that B&B is famous for. The baby bombshell as Luna lay recovering in the prison infirmary. A nurse entered quietly, clipboard in hand. "You're lucky to be alive," the nurse said, checking Luna's vitals. But then she frowned at the chart. "You should know. The doctor ordered a pregnancy test after your trauma. Results will be in soon." Luna's eyes widened in disbelief. Pregnant. Her mind reeled back to that fateful night. The night everything changed. The night when her world blurred between love, confusion, and betrayal. Whether she's carrying RJ's child or Zende's remains the ultimate question, but either answer promises to detonate the Forrester family from within. If Luna is pregnant, it's not just her future at stake. The entire Forrester legacy could shift overnight. RJ, who has been spiraling emotionally since her arrest, could be thrust into fatherhood far sooner than expected. Zenda, meanwhile, could find himself facing the harsh reality that his actions had life-altering consequences. And the Forresters, especially Ridge and Brooke, will be forced to confront what happens when privilege, passion, and poor judgment collide. RJ's breaking point, RJ's once carefree charm has vanished. Since Luna's incarceration, he's become restless, obsessed, and visibly haunted. In one of the most powerful scenes this week, RJ visited Steffi and confessed, "I can't sleep. I can't eat. Every time I close my eyes, I see her crying for me. I let her down." Steffi, ever the voice of reason, urged her brother to step back before he destroyed himself. But RJ's next move could shock everyone. He's reportedly planning to go public, taking to social media to expose what he calls the truth behind Luna's setup. This could be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it could pressure the authorities to reopen Luna's case. On the other, It could drag the entire Forrester name through a media circus. But knowing RJ, emotional decisions trump logic every time.